Hey, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. There's cooking, book mail, TV watching, grocery haul, way too much chatting, and more. So I hope y'all enjoy the vlog. It is Wednesday, April 26th. I just got some book mail. It says from Penguin Random House. Excuse my hands. I wear gloves, but the dirt still gets in there. I've been doing some yard stuff. Yay. I'm so excited. They were doing a catch-up thing, and you had the option to get the first two books. The third book comes out soon. It's a graphic novel series, Katie the Catsitter, and I didn't have any of them. So they sent me the first two in paperback. And they're by Colleen, Venable, and Stephanie. Thank you so much, Random House Kids, Penguin Random House, and Katie the Catsitter, best friends forever. Yay! So excited. Can't wait to read these, and then I'm excited for when the third one comes out. Thank you so much. It is Thursday, April 27th. Been doing yard work. I mowed all the yard, which was a lot. And I'm filthy because I've been doing that plus yard work. But I got book mail. Oh boy, yes. HarperCollins sent me Hamra and the Jungle of Memories by Hanna Alkaf. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It's a highly anticipated release. I'm so happy they sent me this. Can't wait to read this. This is out now. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting this. Penguin Random House Kids had sent me an arc of the second in the Winnie Zeng series. Winnie Zeng Vanquishes a King by Zhao. And this is out now. Thank you so much. I'm going to read these very soon. Yay! I have a beautiful finished copy. And then something else from Penguin Random House, and it says on sale date May 2nd. Oh yay! They sent me, and I just started reading this, so I'm so excited. Lo and Behold by Wendy. It's a graphic novel. And they sent me an art. A beautiful finished copy, so the art's in color. So I'm going to switch to this and read it. And I just started it. Thank you so much. And this is out now. This is the third in the Katie the Catsitter. This is Secrets and Sidekicks by Colleen, Venable, and Stephanie. And I just recently got the first two, so I cannot wait to binge all these. And this is out now. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Well, that's rude. Well, alright, it is Friday, April 28th, and I just realized they didn't give me one of my ingredients for the recipe. So I'm going to throw something together. So I quickly defrosted some hamburger, and I'm going to just do some tortellini and just some jar pasta and amargus and dinner. Alright, it is Saturday, April 29th. It's been raining for the past 2 days. I'm ready for spring. It rains in spring, but the weather's been cold too. So I just got my Walmart grocery pickup order. I went inside for the fruit and the chuck roast, but and for something else. But anyway, salad, batteries, spider for recipes, my dip, whipping cream, cheddar cheese, cherry grape tomatoes for recipe, tortellini for recipe, basil, boards and cheese for recipe, my husband's fruit, my cucumbers, a lot of bell peppers for recipes. Toilet paper, my energy drink, slice of chuck roast, and then they make the pink drink where you can buy it now, but it's been sold out everywhere. They make this paradise drink too. They had this in stock, so I got 2 of those to try. I got some more flowers for my little vase, more garlic salt for my husband. Got this for recipe for my husband's salad, some refill for Shout, some Johnny B, some more weed killer, some stuff for the lawn, more water. soda, paper towels, don't know if I said that. Needing more rice, chicken broth, and his chips, potatoes for supper, tomato sauce recipe, porcinis recipe, an onion, some au jus, and ranch dip for recipe, some bread for me. I think that's it. Oh, and I got some more tile at Home Depot, 4 more backsplash tile things. And I got 4 last week, so now I have 8 more to do, so that'll be good. Got some more backsplash on. I only have a little area over here to do, and then the rest that'll go behind the refrigerator. I got this done today, and then the rest that goes behind the stove, like the lower part. All right, y'all, it is Monday, May 1st, so happy middle grade May. I'm so excited. I got some book mail, so I thought I'd open it. Oh, yes. The author reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in reading or reviewing his book. I looked at the synopsis and it sounded amazing, so I said yes. If this isn't already out now, I'll edit it in here when it comes out. This comes out May 19th. Felix and Squeak and the Ghost Who Forgot Everything by Benjamin Roesch. And it says pictures by Jacob Roesch. I love it when they put that on the front. Thank you so much. I am so excited. Just got a shower, wash my hair. I didn't put my rings back on yet. I got from yard work, there was some vines wrapped around the pine trees. They didn't have leaves on them, but I'm assuming that was poison oak or ivy. Couldn't tell since there were no leaves, but it's one or the other. So I got pinkness all over me from calamine. You might notice I've been watching, getting caught up on all the housewives. Caught up on New Jersey, and that's the current franchise that's currently going week by week. So I'm caught up week by week. And then I went back to the Housewives of Beverly Hills because I had watched like a few episodes and then I'd stopped. Same thing with Dubai because that was right when my pup passed when I was watching those and they were out and I just stopped. So I finished watching the latest season of Beverly Hills and then Dubai that was out. I really enjoyed both of them. Dubai is just, it's just beautiful. Everything about the show is beautiful. I've been really watching a lot of booktube. I don't watch that many booktube people that much anyway, but the community, like the creators, not like the people who watch, because all the people that follow me over there, it's just the same over here, is the same as like Bookstagram, but like the Bookstagram is the creators and the people that follow the book content that are amazing. The creators on booktube, I don't know, it's like they don't want to include you if you're not already part of the little clique. Like, even though I know so many, and this isn't being cocky or thinking a lot of myself, I know for a fact a lot of them see stuff from me and then they get it and then they never say anything, which is fine. That's why I'm here, is to spread all the love. But I always would say wherever I saw something, if I saw it from, and I can remember, like if it was a recent thing. And it's just crazy. They get recommendations for it. Like, I want to like bring people up, you know. So every time I just see something that I know that I'm just like, whatever. Or they don't include you, and but so we'll just continue to do our own thing over here. So I just haven't been watching BookTube because there's only like 2 people I watch now. No. Yeah, maybe 2. One that I watch all their videos, and then 2 that I watch their vlogs. So, but I'm done lifting up others who don't do the same to people that are below them. It's only people that can help them. And I thought I got away from that and those types of creators when I started following more ones that talked about Christian this, Christian that. But a lot of the things, to me, the way I was brought up, aren't very Christian behavior. Or they just post things trying, like, they're very Christian and they say they don't like this type of thing in books, but then they will read all this stuff that they say they don't like because it's a very popular thing to read, and then all of a sudden they like it, but they don't still. Like, it makes no sense to me. I don't know. I've never been able to be that person that just goes along with everybody. If you couldn't tell. But I'm happy over here. I just will keep my same little family we have here, and then on Bookstagram and editing. Belle, just to clarify, I'm saying it just aggravates me when I was watching them and I knew just from some other information I had that they were getting recommendations from me, but then acting like I don't exist, not including me, not mentioning me. Just, it's not a good feeling. So I just don't want to watch people like that. And then other people who say they have things that they don't, and then others that have things that they do but say they're Christian at the same time, that just make me feel icky, and I don't like judging that, and that makes me feel icky for judging someone else's faith, so I just rather not watch. So, and I don't have time anyway, so just say that. I don't know, I was ranting as usual. It's less TV to watch, which is good, because when it gets warmer still, I will be doing a lot more stuff. It's been raining since Thursday night. Thursday I mowed because I saw that for a week straight after that it was gonna rain and get cold, and it did. It's in the 40s today, real feel 30s, and it's gonna be that way for the next few days. Then it'll go to the 60s, but not till a week from today will it go back to the 70s. And I'm like, is this really May? So, I mean, it's kind of good because the air conditioner, oh, I didn't tell y'all, we got the air conditioner put in, and then the electrical panel we have, it's an electrical panel that was outlawed in 2001, and they're not supposed to even insure it, so they never should have passed it, and they did. And it had water in it too, so it was a panel that was outlawed in 2001 and is uninsurable, and it had water in it. And the reason it was outlawed was because 1 in 4 fail, and even if you've had them decades and you've never had a problem, could be only 1 surge away from an electrical fire. It's a good thing he noticed that. He's like, because he went to connect, with the panel after all their stuff was done. He's like, I don't have hot gloves. I'm not putting my hand in there. So he got in touch with an electrician buddy, and they came and put a whole new electrical panel in. So he's supposed to come back out because he ran something for my husband in the garage, and he's got to also put a thermostat in there. This company, like this guy, there's been 4 days where he's had me waiting around for hours. 2 days were for nothing. The very first day with the estimate, they had a computer malfunction or something, so they didn't even have it. They were supposed to come out, so I waited for 4 hours for nothing. Came the next day. And then the day of install, he thought his thermostat wasn't working, so he had to go get another one, which was 30 minutes away. So it should have just took an hour and a half, 2 hours. 5 hours later he comes, and I'm just sitting here because I can't go outside. I can't go in a bath or something because he might come, and I don't know. And then the day the electrician came, he was supposed to do the thermostat. Said he'd be back in a couple hours. He came here, he brought the guy a breaker or something. Said he'd be back in a couple hours. 6.5 hours later, my husband calls him, or he finally gets in touch with him. He's like, sorry, I had an emergency call, I had to go. You can tell people that are waiting around for you. And then, so he was supposed to come today, at noon or a little after. 3 hours later, nothing. I told my husband to text him and for him to schedule a time when he can give a specific time and be here. I've never in my life. Anyway, so, and he never even did tell us that if it's okay to use now, because the electrical panel, and if he did everything he needed to do. So my husband's going to call and tell him that about the specific time and be like, so are you done? Anyway, so we'll have air conditioning this summer, though. Central air conditioning, so we won't have to do the window units anymore, which were working fine until my husband put 3 of them in the basement, and now they're broke from the rust. And he knew better too, so that's what made me madder than anything. So we got a new electrical panel and a new air conditioner. And as far as my pup's bench that I got all that stuff I've showed you over time, and that bench that we repurposed, that was here, that was falling apart when we moved in, and we repurposed it and painted. I still got to get a stencil. We got the pavers for it and the paver sand for it, and my husband's gonna cut some of the pavers to make it curve at the front. And I'm thinking about doing some like pebble rock around it, maybe put like a plant or 2, and then those stones and the bunny things that I got for it. And I think that would look really cute. And we'll have a little section out there for her little bench for her. And then I got to mail in. This will be our 3rd fence permit for the same fence. The original fence, that was a permit. And then when we extended it after we found out our yard was bigger than we thought because of the stupid neighbor snitching on himself, we had to get another permit. And now we're going to have, it's not going to enclose. It's just going to be it's not as tall, like a decorative, but match the same wood that'll come out. So we're more blocked off from that neighbor up to where the old sidewalk used to be. And just bring that out. So that'll be another permit just for that. Then from there all the way to the back of the big fence to the other end, to the end of it, we're gonna put like river rocks, and he said he's gonna put grout in between it so weeds won't grow up and I guess the rocks won't move. That way we don't even have to worry about him. And any of that side, we won't have to go over there unless he blows stuff over onto the rocks, and we just have to blow it off. And we probably will, because he's mad and he uses Earth's trash as decoration, and for not having, like, he even told us one time, I can rake up the pine trash, like, you know, pine needles, pine cones, the nuts, dead leaves, and dirt around the trees, and then because some of the pine trees, like half of it's on our side, half of it's on his. He's like, and then we won't have to mow there. I'm like, what does that little bit matter when it's gonna look like crap? Like, you're just, So half of the tree, have all of this, and I cleaned, that's when I got poison ivy. I cleaned out all the trash he had around the tree on our side, and it was all moldy and icky, and I'm like, you poor trees. But he has, in between 2 trees, just in between it, he has a bunch of the nature trash right there. And we've already started to put rocks there because it's just going to spill over on us, and that's why he's doing it, because that's the only place he has it. It's so stupid. And I'm not joking. I'm going to include a video, because I have to take videos and pictures after I do any kind of yard work or show anything, because he goes and messes with it. But the first video will show you before we put the rocks up, and then this second one I'll show after. And the rocks will look better than that. We just put them up after we saw what he was doing, but they'll be better looking than that and more decorative, I guess, as you can get between trees. But the first between 2 trees is one pile of nature trash he has that's mostly like, I don't even know what it is. And then the second one is between the next 2 trees, and he's including pine needles and pine cones and all of that in that pile. It's just ridiculous. He's home all the time. And that's where I was talking about the cat smell that one day. Because it's not just, and I didn't even realize it, but my husband then said something, and it made more sense too. It wasn't just like I saw 6 cats in one window one day, and then some in another. I think there's at least 20 cats in there. So it's not just the cat litter, but they don't have them fixed either. I would bet money. So they're spraying too, and this is so gross, but so that ammonia smell, like all the smells, and in the summer it's going to be even worse because they don't have even window air units, so they'll have the windows open, and I could smell it on the other side of the house last summer. So, and then also I always feel him staring out the window at me. He does it to my husband too, and he's yelled things out the window at me that were horrible too. But apparently in Pennsylvania, verbal abuse is an abuse. That's what, because we had to have a cop here one day. He said it was his freedom of speech. I'm like, oh, so verbal abuse isn't considered abuse, it's freedom of speech. Well, as a domestic violence victim and survivor, you saying it wasn't the cop's fault. The law saying that verbal abuse is really demeaning. I don't know, I talked about this before, but yeah, that irritated me. So when the pool and I'm out there, I just, like, I'll get in a float and I'll put my foot on the pool so where I'm facing away from their house while I'm laying there, because it just creeps me out. Or we were thinking about lattice, whatever it's called, for that side of the fence to make it even taller than it is for their windows go, so he can't look back here. And I'm thinking about getting an outdoor privacy screen for the back deck, so when I'm laying out, because I don't lay out much because I don't want to get too much sun, you know, whatever. I just like to lay out there, not lay out for sun, but like lay out there and just enjoy the sun on me and read a book for maybe 20 minutes at a time, and then I get in the pool. But I don't want to feel him looking at me. Even like they were nice when we moved in, and all of a sudden they just like switched. And all of a sudden that day he just flipped. I was yelling out his window at my husband about you're not gonna talk about my dog. And then after that, after she passed last summer is when I started doing, because I was always with her, so I just wanted to keep my mind busy, and so I stayed outside. And so the outside of the house started looking even more great because I was just planting, keeping up with yard work. And apparently he took that as a personal attack because he used to never do nothing. He would make her mow. She works all day. He just stays there and creates his art in the garage with pieces of wood. It's so stupid because none of it looks like. He's a little crazy. I might be a lot, but, and you can smell the pot out the windows too. That's all he does. So she'd have to mow even after she worked all day. And granted, my husband did too, but that's because I mowed in the Midwest. We left that mower. He got some mower that it's huge, and I could not use it, and he knew that when he bought it. But we recently got another one. So all of a sudden he starts mowing, and he planted some like these flowers you don't have to do nothing with. They don't even have flowers. They're just green stuff. And started doing the nature trash as decoration even more. When fall came and I started raking like crazy just to get outside, and I'd rake myself to death almost. Never raked before. He's out there raking. I'm snow shoveling. He starts snow shoveling. And recently when we got another mower that his dad gave him, my husband, from his uncle or his grandfather that had passed away. It's a push that I can use. So at the beginning of April I did that, and he went out, and while I was mowing, our camera caught him doing a bunch of stuff, and it made him mad that I was now mowing, and that's why he was doing the stuff. Like, what kind of man are you? I already know what kind of man you are because of the stuff you were yelling out the window at me, but I don't even know if I'll post this. I'm just ranting. I just can't believe these people. Alright, y'all, that's it for this video. And sorry for all the chatting, which is most of the video. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you would like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.